The idea that the horrid heathen chief, Ragnar, had my son and heir, and 2 of my daughters in his possession, it was too much to bear. I am certain that had he not been 100% sure they were worth more to him alive than dead or harmed, he would have... I do not even wish to consider what he might have done. Thankfully, eventually, my son and daughters were returned home safely, but it changes nothing. In fact, from my observations, for my son, I think it has put something of a righteous anger in him. Hopefully he finds some just use for that vengeful rage. Hello and welcome back, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3. My name is Huntner, and I would like to welcome any new people and any returning people. We are here once again in our Gaelic Alba campaign. Last episode we were able to become the Duke of the Isles, but part of the cost of that was the territory that we most wanted was taken by the king, but remains in the hands of this Norse Astaru, son of the horrid Ivar the Boneless, who died during the war. It's not unexpected for people to die young during this era, especially when they are men of war. He did take our son for a time, though he has been returned to us. For some reason, his focus is on intrigue, probably because we didn't manually change it and he picked it on his own. Well, we cannot give him a good intrigue education, and his education may have already been ruined. He's vengeful, possibly because of the time spent in a Norse prison, do you think? Our daughters here, we are going to both... She already has a guardian, right? Yeah. So it's the next 2 daughters. You are going to be educated by your mother, because she is a better diplomat than me. And you are also going to be educated by your mother, because she has a learning education and is far smarter than I am. And I recognize that she would be a better teacher for you girls than I would. We're going to do that. This little marriage here to the future King of England is probably going to do very nice for us. Hopefully that helps us. Now we have a difficult problem, and that problem is we should possibly be trying to finalize our northern holdings. Just complete this duchy. We only have 1 son now. It's the thing. So we either need to complete this duchy here, or we need to take the land that was once our father's as quickly as we can. We want to do these as county claims because we don't want to have Norse vassals. Although I suppose I could conquer Sudreyjar and then take them from him because I have claims on them. That wouldn't be tyranny. Don't have any vassals anyway. But if we're going to do that path, if we're going to try to form our father's duchy relatively early, then this is the direction we need to go in, and we ignore Shetland for now. I guess the question is always, do we really need to rush this? Should we wait? Seems a bit odd to ignore Shetland after we put so much work into it, but we did not expect Ivar to die so young and to be, well, to have his son so humiliated by our king. Let's change culture here, because we've already Gallicized Strathearn, so that's good. And we will also... No, I think everything else is fine. Right now we are on assist ruler to make ourselves a better diplomat, a better chancellor for our king. You know, we are still loyal in spite of everything that may have happened last time. When we take a 5th domain that we require ourselves to hold, we will move our wife back over. I think after Gallant, matching with his family focus, we might change over to family hierarch, which I think is very interesting for us. Although writing history is a good perk. No, I think we're going to change over here to family hierarch. We do want at least one more son just to assure the line. Our daughters can inherit if necessary, but, you know, it'll be a stronger rule if we have a second son. Plus, if we hold 2 duchies, I would move the capital over here, and then I would let my son take the islands. My second son take the islands. I think that would be fine. Because we're going slower, we should expect some backwards movement when we die and pass on to our children. It's just the way it goes if you're not trying to force too many station raises really fast. You usually, things split up, you gotta go backwards, you gotta find new focuses, new goals. So this is Insular and Gaelic. We definitely want to take it. Yeah. I mean, with the island Norse as weakened as they are, he probably won't be able to find allies that easily. We could have problems if his heir takes over, though. Let's see who his heir is. It's... oh, this is his brother, who isn't that much younger than him. His brother has a relatively young wife, but no children. So that may not work out for them. So I think we're going to try to take Argo. We are impatient, after all. We're going to use our claim so that we can take it. We're going to declare this war fast. He has 1 ally, and I am not going to be pulling in the king. I don't think I'll pull in any allies. He's not at war, he's raiding. So maybe we do pull in chieftain aid. Make this war a family affair, you know? Get our distant Neil relatives to come in, the brother of my wife's mother. This war is far too small to bother the King of England, though. So, chieftain aid, would you please come to my aid? That was not funny. That was not funny at all. I'm still laughing. Let's build gathering halls here in the capital, and then I think we're going to spend the rest of the money we have to build a trade port up north once that comes together. Just for the profit, you know, just for the profit. Let's try to head right in here. We want to hold the war target if we can. Might have been a little better if we waited. Thank you to my distant cousin, so you're joining in as well. One of the other sons of Ivar the Boneless. Great. Once we got our siege down, I think we'll split off besiegers and leave them behind. A declaration of love? No. I mean, no. No, I'm not a womanizer. The king is reminded... oh, I already did. I already rose a tribal to the next level of authority. That's good. That's good. So let's just split off besiegers here. And then take this army down and try to wipe this guy out, even if we have to chase him for a bit. I think that's a good plan. Oh, that's a tricksy boy. I'm gonna split this in half once it stops here. As an even split, I'm gonna send the stronger army back, and then we're gonna head down here and try to kill this weak army from his ally. Martial perk right there. We now have Peacemaker. Hopefully that helps this war end quickly. Okay, he's heading across, so we'll head across to follow him across. He is not sure where to go anymore now that he sees that we haven't fallen for his trap. Just keep them together for now, and this army can hunt. Oops, nope. This army can hunt his ally. Do we even need to do that? No, I think we're just gonna siege this. I don't know if we'll beat this army. I think we will. Don't have enough to siege this. Then I guess we return to our original idea of hunting. Or we could stay home. Siege this, maybe. That might be a good idea. Drop besiegers. Go to where he's landing. drive him back. Just keep his armies away. Got these 2 4-star armies. He's coming around, I think, to join us here, which would be great. I'd love to see that. Like, to me, that's exactly what I want to see. He's going to defend the capital. It's not a bad plan, to be fair. Let's hunt this army. It's got more men, but it's weaker than the alternatives. Got him pinned. Oh, who died? Our counselor? I believe that was our chancellor. We do not have a good chancellor candidate. I put my court tutor in his place. I think he'll do okay for now. 11 is all right. We'll see if we can find somebody better later, but now isn't the time to be thinking about that. Now is the time to be hunting. There we go. Very good. So our ally is helping us wipe out this army in the north. Good. Now I think we come back down through our own territory. Cross over. Let's catch this army here. I think he's going to try to de-siege. Don't know if we'll catch him. We did. Good one. That should help a lot. Now, I think we're going to move back to our own territory. Just so that we can be central. And stop any... Oh, yep, see, he's going to try to de-siege here again. That's fine. He's going to get caught by our ally. I think our ally will get him, but we will just come in support just to make sure. He got him. So that has wiped that army out. This siege is about to be won. That could be enough to win. Oh, he's trying to come around, but we have 1 hour war. Let's enforce our demands. All right. So in the north here, we are going to land Osric. Here. Our faithful marshal, I think. Yes, he is lowborn. Have we been able to find him a spouse? I mean, we could marry him to this... No, Saxon is too far away. French is too far away. I think we looked in here already. No, I don't know if I did. We could marry him to one of our own daughters. I just don't want to marry him to somebody who's too old. I don't mind if it's an Anglo-Saxon. We will convert it underneath him, and that will probably force him to change anyway. This 36-year-old Gaelic woman... I don't know. I'm not seeing anybody who really seems close. So, since we don't see anybody close, we'll let him make his own decision. We will still grant him the territory, though. So he can have Sudreyjar. Good. Now we need to replace both of his 2 secondary positions. Master of the Hunt. Oh, this guy's excellent, so he can do it. Flan, welcome to the job. And then we need a personal champion. This guy will do it. Now that we've raised his position, I think we need to give him non-peasant clothes. No, so let's give him some... like Northern Lord's commoner clothing. That's pretty good. There we go. And we will also work on swaying him. I think we've swayed the bishop enough. So now that we put him as our personal champion, we will work on forgiveness. We will begin by abandoning our hook on him. And then we will sway him. Good. I suppose we shouldn't have closed that because we should also deal with our prisoners. One of them is ransomable. Just this guy. Our youngest daughter. Oh. She was Osric's. Osric was her guardian. I can still do that, though. Offer ward. Is that the right daughter? I don't think that's the right daughter. It's the 9-year-old daughter, right? I have 4 daughters, not 3 daughters. This daughter needs someone to be her guardian. Right. It can't be her mother because her mother's done everybody already, but it can be my antiquarian, which seems like a perfectly fine and acceptable choice. So you can do that. That's fine. that makes sense. So my wife is educating 2 of my children, and Osric is still educating 1 of my daughters, and there's still 1 left. Good. So we're gonna hold this. We're also gonna take this, and when we take this, we will go back to being, what is it? We will go to diplomacy. So let's just disband all. He is at war here. He is about to learn who the true ruler of Sudreyjar is. Yes, I know. I said I was going to go slower. And truth be told, this is slower. We're not going fast. This is the essential stuff. This is his important dream, and he's going to have to correct a lot of problems in these areas before we can move on after this. Once he's a strong duke, then we can rest. This is a perfect opportunity to do this. Maybe we should wait a little longer. Maybe, yeah, I think we wait a little longer. Oh, our daughter has learned High German from her educator, my antiquarian. That's really cool. My daughter might just get the best education amongst my children, which would be not expected, but I'm not going to put anything there now that I don't own it. Instead, I will put that here. Oh, can't, because I'm not Norse. It's not Norse, so I can't build those. I can build a market, which is a very similar building. It just doesn't give the development growth. But I think we're going to build the gathering halls first. I didn't lose control of this, did I? It's still Norse up here, right? Yeah. We may lose control of this building once this place stops being Norse. I'm not sure how that works. I mean, it is technically above our level of control. County of Arran? Where's that? Oh, there. We don't care about that. That's our king's problem. Gormil's first words. Ah, how delightful. Gold. So, I'm just gonna put her on learning because that's what her mother is teaching her, but I love the fact that her first word was gold. That's absolutely delightful. What else can she say? No, we're not gonna stress her out. No, how delightful. We love our kids. You know, we're not so impatient that we don't want to take care of our kids. We could raise this runestone. We have the money on hand for it, so I think we will. So this is for the young Jarl. We'll put this in Argyle, for sure. We now have another runestone up. Is the runestone still here, or did that go away already? Nope, it's still there. Those last a really long time. Okay, so we've finished our county control in the north. Now let's just fix Strathearn. Actually, how close is this to doing on its own? 44, that's not really close. Yeah, we'll help out. Did we lose our seneschal? I just want to make sure we didn't. No, we didn't. Okay. We still have a prisoner. Did we not deal with this guy? He's a Cumbrian Catholic. He would be an excellent steward. You know, I think we're just gonna let him go, though. I don't really need anything from him. He's not a good warrior. I have a steward. But we'll just let him go. We are forgiving, after all. It is our nature. Once this gets closer to being full, that's when we'll declare this war. And we'll take the whole thing, and we'll use our claims to remove the Norse bastard. Probably... Oh, no, no. He hasn't recanted his evil gods. And he's a cannibal. That's fine. Every validation, right? Oh, low county control in Argyle. Well, that's not unexpected. You know? That is not unexpected. Are we built... Did we build a... Yeah, we're building... We are building a gathering hall there, so that's good. Eventually we're gonna have to figure out a way to become feudal. You know? Yeah. Another son. That's what we were hoping for. Fergus. I love it. Fergus. Findbar. And Fergus. Fergus and Fergus. I like that. Fear and Gus. Those will be their nicknames. So we have a new son, Gus. He's a cute kid. Starts off with a point of stewardship. Very nice. Hopefully our boy here does okay. In spite of the fact he spent that time in the hands of the Nords. As I tour the streets of Stirling, surrounded by my usual entourage of guards and courtiers, I see something which gives me cause to stop and gasp. A peasant beggar with nothing to protect him from the elements but mud and rags stares back at me with desperate pleading eyes. I would have moved on, but there was something almost familiar about this lowborn. Oh, I don't want to bring my, I don't know, that, no, we don't need an uncanny twin. We don't need any of that kind of trouble. We don't encourage a peasant who happens to look like us to think that he's entitled to things that he is not. Let's just do this now. I am going to ask for the Irish to help again. Good old Clan Neil. We're going to move this over here to our new holding in Argyll. And we are going to raise all. Excellent, thank you. Probably should sway him because, you know, he is pretty significant. Now, these guys are at war with my king because, no, I don't know who are you at war at with? Oh, you're at war with me. Of course you are. I just declared war on you. What's happening? I don't know. I'm not doing my best right now. I'm not paying enough attention, that's for sure. These guys are... I have been hosting your chancellor... Osric, you know better than to listen to him. Come on, man. You've known me for basically ever. You've married this Catholic Nord. That's pretty cool. You know, I don't have a problem with them as a people if they, you know, accept their savior. But they so seldom do, is the thing. They so seldom do. Let's split this even like, and then we're gonna go hunting. I think he's gonna come up this way. We've almost swayed our new guard into liking us. This is our son. My son and heir, Fear, has been impressed with one of the household champions for a very long time. After finally meeting in person, he has begun repeating the warrior's words. Give others their due, and you will receive your own in turn. Generous. Generous and vengeful. So he is a person who gives his whole self to people, and when they betray that trust, it's all knives. Well, swords for him, because he's more of a sword guy by my choice, really. He wanted to be a knife guy, but, you know, I felt more like he should be a sword guy. So that's what we're doing. Plus, I can educate him better in that way, you know? They're going to come up in here and hit him in our capital. He's going to try to flee. He might get away. He has. We'll divert. We'll divert again. And we've caught him here. Oh, their berserker has turned. Oh, our champion killed one of theirs. That's actually really helped. Oh no! Oh, this is down to which champion is succeeding at which moment. Like, this is a champion by champion fight, but we did win it. We lost our seneschal though. Oh. Should I ransom him? Should I wait till the war is over? Should I execute him? Will he convert? No. I think he needs to be executed. I think this is correct. Oh, we're forgiving. We don't like it. This is a real hard moment for us. He won't give up his heathen religion. We can't just free him. If we execute him, though, that'll stress us out because we do not prefer to do that. But sometimes you got to do hard things because they're right, you know? They have no qualms about human sacrifice. And so he does deserve to be lawfully executed, whether I'm forgiving or not. It's not great. Gained a rival. Ah. His wife. Well. You should have converted your husband. If you'd converted your husband, we wouldn't be where we are. Now we have to look up here because we may need to get some champions. Glory is widely known. I think we might need to bring in some champions. I think we're going to invite champions because we have the prestige for it. Let's look how things look right now. We need to replace our seneschal if we have somebody who's good enough. Did I not replace the master of the hunt? I thought I had an oh, maybe he was my seneschal. Yeah, I bet he was my seneschal. Your average. I mean, average will still be +2, right? Yeah. +2 is good enough. Let's take a second and look at our new Seneschal Causantin. Ah, the peasant leader, and he's an excellent commander. Should we get a court chronicler? I think we should. Oh, my wife is good at it. Yeah, we'll have her do it. Spending a lot of money, but you know, we've got to have poems written about us. It's literally essential that we have poems written about us. Hey, Osiric, buddy, you're improving as a marshal because we landed you. How's your line doing? So your new wife has not had a child yet, but she is 18, so, you know. It's becoming more likely all the time. Good for you. We are about to take this, and we're going to head up here and siege the north. It's coming down from Kirkwall. He's joining up with his friend, but he's going to have to fight this battle, which may not go good for him. It would be pretty hilarious if fighting those, if fighting these guys does serious damage to him. I'm going to leave besiegers, and then I'm going to take my army out, and then we're going to hunt his ally. I think. He's following him in, which is a mistake, I believe. Because I think he's going to get stuck. Yep. So we caught him. That's good. Okay, we are not here for that purpose. We are not going to do that, but we will follow him down because he's probably going to raise up on the territory here. And so we want to follow him up immediately. Because, yeah, he's going to besiege that just by chaos. Arrange a betrothal. So you want my son. So this is Cumbria. You want my son to marry your daughter. It's Catholic. She's Cumbrian, but she's a bastard. I don't have as much against bastards as... Oh, she's the child of a concubine. That's not as bad as being a bastard. It still does hurt, though. She's being educated as a steward, something that definitely will help my son out. She's already an okay diplomat because she is generous, and so is he, which gives them that in common. All right, I think that that is an acceptable match. That is an acceptable match. As I said before, we don't hold our traditional enemies in as much disdain as we once did, simply because those legends are fine stories to tell about heroes of the past, but the reality is we have real problems of today that we need to deal with. So this guy here, he would have to convert. I will recruit him. He's not zealous, so he probably will convert, but he needs to convert, which is fine. That's great. He is a berserker. Gotta love those Catholic berserkers. It's fine. So that's good. Probably when this is done, the war will be over. Oh. Old man Aid has died. Our ally is now his son, who is not our ally at all anymore, which means we will... How do you feel about marrying my eldest daughter? That is a close marriage because I am married to your, I guess it's a bit of a close marriage since I am married to the daughter of his father's sister. So his cousin, his older cousin. It's not too close. He should invite me to his war. I wish he would invite me to his war, because I would help him out. I mean, he is fighting the Norse, isn't he? Or is he fighting... Is this just another internal Irish war? This is an internal Irish war, which... It's actually not doing that badly in. This is a war in which he's just an ally. There's very little to do with him at all. All right, well, hopefully he's smart enough to stay home. Hopefully he's smart enough to stay home. We must stop the villain behind this, yes. We'll hold our southern troops in place. I don't think he can raise enough guys to stop this siege. And if he can't, we take it. Yeah, I thought you would do that. All right, then we're gonna have to take a risk here and send this guy south. It's a bit of a risk, leaving this army out on its own, but I don't think he can recover. No, he's got 24 troops, and I bet his ally has about the same. It's 269, but we can just hit him on the way. Right? Because he's going to have to cross these straits. It's the only way he'll get back in, if he actually wants to participate. So we're driving him down into Ireland. I find pretty acceptable. New martial lifestyle perk. So we have finished our gallantry. That's great. And we're going to switch over to diplomatic to help our king out. We're going to take the maximum diplomacy. Then we're going to go down family hierarchy. Because we are a traditional clan man. Man of the clan. Let me see. That means... we will be changing our wife to manage domain, which should mean that we still have a 13, which is average high, I'm pretty sure. Good low. All right, so that, our king shouldn't expect much more than that of us. That is a good outcome. That is a good outcome. So here, we have some armies trying to go to sea. No idea what they think they're doing. I think if they split, we get them, but if they don't, we might be in trouble. So, let's see. Oh. Today, Tuthalan held a fiery sermon for all the children of the court. You know, I should actually find out what the bishop's actual name is, because again, I have a document. Tuthalan. Today, Tuthalan held a fiery sermon for all the children of the court. They were apparently spellbound as he zealously read from the scriptures. My son Fear keeps telling me about how much he enjoyed the passage about... Oh, no. I am going to stress myself out to make him zealous, like me. So he is a vengeful, generous zealot. He is very similar to me. I'm gonna win this, I think, bud. I get it that you're trying, but I think I'm gonna win it. I'm gonna get this clear before he can possibly de-siege, which means we will win. We will enforce our demands right like that. Oh yeah, I already clicked it. I think we win this. Yep. Because of our higher quality soldiers, probably. Good, now I can't take territory from him while we have a truce. So I have to put up with this. Oh no. It just removed him. That is not what I expected. I thought he would stay, but nope. It just removed him. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure this out. This champion has arrived. Let's look and see if he's any good. 16 is probably good enough, and he is a blade master. He doesn't hate us, so he's probably not... he's insular. That's great. Let's recruit him. 15 gold. Good price. Now, we need to find someone suitable to give one of our territories to. Well, maybe we should consider our commander and new seneschal. Cullen. No. Well, he's been a good commander for us. We still can't forgive the fact that he rose up in rebellion. It's too soon for that. Does our steward hold any secondary positions? He's just a champion, right? He's Catholic, he's Gaelic, he's served us from the beginning. He'd still be able to be our steward. I am going to definitely grant it to you, my friend. I think that's the best one to give up, right? We want the land connection that's here, right? The land connection to our central territory. And then we want the duchy capital. So we will grant this title to you. There we go. There we go. Well, King Causantin, in our life, we have helped to basically fix Alba. We have done our duty, and it's now time for us to focus on other things. No war for a while. All this land needs to be state. Well, actually, there's still one more. We still got to take this. Once we take this, then we shall see. So if we look at the territory that is being inherited succession-wise, we are going to make our capital here, because this is the duchy capital of our father's duchy, right? Yes. So we're going to move our capital here. Oh, can't change our capital while we're at war. Well, we'll do it after. We will, though, just to symbolize this, we will change our primary title to our fathers. Right? Make primary. There we go. So we now have the Isles and the Northern Isles. There we are. So how is this battle going anyway? Oh yeah, we're winning it clearly. Good. Now let's siege down his territory. Help out the young Neil to keep his foothold down here in Ireland. Hopefully we can get a quick siege done so we can get off of this and begin the process of controlling things. So we are in first. You are in second. This is the son of the king, who is now 21 years old. I'm going to continue to support him. Still puts him in second behind me. I was really hoping, really hoping that people would support the king's son. Why is the king supporting me? I guess it's because we're friends. I guess he likes me better than his own son. Well, hopefully the king gets over that. Because I don't want to be the king of Scotland. I don't want to be this king of Alba. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that at all. I mean, his brother is dead, but his son is still alive, right? I am definitely not ready to be king of Scotland. I am definitely not ready to be king of Alba. That's for sure, for sure. Oh, it's fine. Once we finish this siege, this war will end. And once this war ends, we can start focusing on the real work of control, unification. Okay. What? You were trying to murder my daughter? Are you kidding me? I don't know if that was a murder plot or what. But, stop? You guys need to stop. Now that's what happens. She's Catholic now. So, oh, she's always been Catholic. She's here. I mean, no. We said we would stop for a time, and we are going to stop for a time. Did the person who's at war with us... No, good. Let's disband the army so that we can rebuild it. Oh, it's already pretty rebuilt. And you want us to join your hunt, which we will... What? Are you kidding me? No. No, no, we like to hunt, but not with our enemies. No. No, almost to spite him, I'm gonna hold my own hunt. I'll hold that hunt in my territory down here. Okay, so we're gonna go down and we're gonna hunt down here. We're gonna hire some kind of hill guy. That should just make this easy enough to do. I'm gonna do it for slaying the beast. Confirm. Let's see who's gonna come. Manage guests. We would have liked the king to come. Would have liked the king to come. Well, we're gonna do it anyway. He doesn't want to come. He doesn't want to come. He probably went to the other hunt. Which kind of makes sense. Oh no, he is coming to our hunt. That's us. I can't wait. He's like down here someplace. I guess he's at war. That's why he can't come. Is that the wind I hear? Yeah, I gotta forgive this guy. Who are you? My guest? 45, eh? Is that the wind I hear? So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna see if I can arrange a marriage with him. To my wet nurse. Will you marry this woman? You will not. At all. Will you marry her? No. Alright. Well, we'll try to hire him if we get the money. Okay. So this is the poetry event. Now, we don't have control over this. So there's no real reason for us to do that. But becoming a poet, that is an excellent, important part of our cultural reality. And it will make us an even better diplomat for our king, who is fighting in France right now, which is why he couldn't come to our hunt. About the only acceptable reason that I can think of. Yeah, we got lots of work to do. Lots of work to do. I'm not gonna force convert the insulars. I don't really feel strongly about that. Maybe the king will do it, but I won't. After this hunt, I think we will finish our final war. And then we can focus on building, making ourselves stronger. That, I think, is a really good idea. Now, the interesting thing is we have feudalists here. But if we were to adopt feudalism, how hard would that be for us? We have to have absolute tribal authority, which is the 4th level, right? Yeah. We need level 5 development and most of the tribal innovations. Okay, well, that's all achievable, I think. We have no control over this, so that'll take some time. But, you know, when we're ready, making our hunt camp. There we go. Soon. 45% starting chance is pretty good. Our Norse. Our manslayer, our Odinist. Alright, how are we doing with you? You like us fine now. I think that's a good time to stop with you. Yes, and I'm actually going to try to befriend the Odinist to make it easier, not befriend, but you know, to make it easier for us to convince him to join our court. Maybe. I mean, we will have to pay him off, that is for sure. But you know what? I think we're going to bring this episode to an end. I think we've had a good time today. We now hold the title that our father once held. We're close to holding a title in the north as well for our second son. I think that's really good. He'll get the duchy title, and he'll probably take the original title here, and then our heir will control this, possibly this. We'll see. It's all going to be based on what the game thinks is a good balance, right? And if we have another son, of course. So they're just giving him basically these two, which kind of makes sense, really, if you think about it. Everything else is going to my heir. Yep. So thank you for watching, and I hope you join me the next time we are here with our friend High Chieftain Findbar with the Tress of the Isles and his glorious wife Gormla and their glorious son and heir Fear and his brother Gus. All right. Thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.